this is acceptable at all. So here's me on probably my 100th video. I'm just filming the amount of litter here on Crossley Road to begin with. There's quite a lot in the bushes down there as well. We'll just move past the road mall. Okay, the bushes. But you have to go up the A6 here as well, and there's always a sign there for some reason. Well, I'm guessing this back. It's ridiculous. I'm just filming it. Terrible. Here as well. Look at that. I don't know how the councillors think this is acceptable. It's awful. I mean, look at that. Ice cream waiting to be eaten by rats. Oh, disgusting. Shall we go to the rat's nest across the road next to Aldi? I mean, I don't want to live here. I have to, because this is where my house is and my family, but I really don't want to have to look at this every day. I mean, why should I pay my council tax if this is what you think is acceptable? I don't know what I mean by you, but whoever I'm paying. Look at that beer bottle. And of course, litter is inevitable in this country, which is dire in terms of its social etiquette and standards. But even by those standards, why should we have to put up with far lower than what we've been used to? It just goes on. I'm going across the road to the rat's nest, just in case you fancy looking at some. Okay, the rats live in here. I keep seeing them, their long tails running out. And I know this area has nothing to do with the council, but I'm afraid it's now a public health concern with rats in there. And surely the person who owns this land ought to be warned. I've warned them, I've told them there's rats in there. They don't care. You can understand why. It's long grass and there's lots of litter everywhere. How is this acceptable? It isn't. I'm a primary school teacher and we teach children to keep the environment clean, and this is just disgusting. It's appalling. We can't just accept this to look like, oh, I don't know, neighbouring places like Levenshulme or Longside. I'm sorry, I'm not going to accept it. This is Heaton Chapel. How about we go to McDonald's and see how that is? Oh, lots of rubbish there. Throw it where you like. Culture. No, McDonald's is nice and tidy. At least they keep their own land tidy. You know. Perhaps we should ask the manager.